Hello and welcome to Young Turks, your weekend fix for all things entrepreneurial. I'm Shireen Bhan. Now, despite the first wind turbine being set up in India almost 25 years ago in Gujarat, no one has looked at wind energy as a serious business till less than a decade ago. The wind energy business has been primarily driven by tax breaks offered by state governments and hasn't really been seen as a viable option to address India's power woes. But this did not prove to be a deterrent for entrepreneurs Ravi and Vikram Kailas as they decided to tap into the sector and set up Mytrah Energy in 2010. Despite the gloom in the financial world, with banks turning conservative, Mytrah Energy has been backed by almost 12 financial institutions in India and has raised about 4,000 crore rupees of debt and equity capital from some of the largest investors in the world. What started with a personal capital of 1 crore rupees and an equity funding of 350 crores is today listed on the alternate investment market of the London Stock Exchange. Here's Mytrah's story. Despite having the fifth largest installed wind power capacity in the world, the wind power sector has been largely ignored in India. 32-year-old Vikram Kailas, a management graduate from Yale, set up what he claims is India's largest independent wind power producer, Mytrah Energy. Vikram's Go Green mission started with a 4-member team and 0 megawatts of power and is currently towering over the landscape with a power generation portfolio of 370 megawatts in various stages of operation. Today, Vikram is positive of generating an EBITDA of 1,500 crore rupees by 2015 and is on course to install wind turbines which generate 5,000 megawatts in the country by 2017. We asked him why he chose to harness wind energy and make a business of it.
One key thing is scalability. Second one is that it does not need any subsidies, meaning the wind power is at grid parity today. The third one is there is no fuel risk. And the fourth reason is the time it takes to connect a wind power project to the grid. It takes about 6 to 9 months compared to a coal or a gas project that takes anywhere between 4 to 5 years to connect to the grid. And these were the reasons why we chose wind power as a technology that we should focus on.
Capitalizing on this opportunity, Vikram entered into a tie-up with various state electricity boards like Gujarat, where it has been contracted to set up 16.8 megawatts. The venture has also entered into strategic partnerships with Suzlon Energy, the world's 5th largest wind turbine supplier, and Gamesa Wind Turbines for supply, erection, commissioning and operation maintenance of 2,000 megawatt capacity. These partnerships, Vikram claim, have helped Mytrah Energy follow a highly scalable business model which makes their cost of power production the lowest in the industry. So what else makes them different?
We are probably the only player in this space that has the end-to-end ability, right from identifying a wind farm to doing designing, analysis, buying land, bringing together turbine contracts, financing them, and also operating and maintaining them. We have a pipeline of about 5,000 megawatts of wind that can be developed over the next 5 or 6 years.
And investors were early believers in the Mytrah story. They raised 350 crore rupees even before producing 1 megawatt of power and got the first ever mezzanine funding in the power sector in 3 tranches of 600 crore rupees from India Infrastructure Fund, IDFC and PTC India Financial Services. With other marquee investors like Capital International, BlackRock, Eaton Park on board, Mytrah is not interested in giving up majority control and chose LSE's AIM to list.
We had 0 megawatt then, we had only about 4 people and a grand idea. And we went and listed on the London Stock Exchange, the AIM segment of the London Stock Exchange, and raised about $80 million about 3 years ago in October 2010. And the idea started primarily because though India had the 5th largest installation of wind farms in the world, they did not have a single company that is listed in this space, whereas Europe had about 7 or 8 other companies.
And the annualized return on equity is as high as 43% against an industry benchmark of 15%, and it's being rewarded by the markets. As per the company's filings, Mytrah has turned profitable, and Vikram believes it's the sharp focus on cost control and execution that's helped them deliver strong returns. Vikram, here's wishing you and the team at Mytrah the very best of luck. On that note, it's time for us to take a break. When we return, a man who's in the business of creating premium preschools. The story of bumblebees on Young Turks.